Are you ready? It's that show. It's that show you've heard about. It's that show you tell your friends about. It's that show you don't want to miss.
Question
We
number
keep it
two.
real.
Outside of looks, money, sexual stuff, right? What else is there that you want from a man?
Outside of looks, money, and great sex, what else do you want from a
However you
man?
put it. Yeah.
Okay. Vicky, you go first.
Okay, I need somebody that wants to be with me, not because he has to be with me. I want him to choose to be with me on his own. And he desire me. And his desire is for me only.
Mm.
Because my parents were married. I wish you could stop shaking your head back there. Because my parents were married 60 years before my father, 64 plus years before my father passed away.
Wow.
My dad loved my mother till he died. And that was a true man. But everybody's definition of a man is different.
True.
I want a man that is a provider, not just financially, but spiritually. I want a God-fearing man, but you got to be careful what you ask for because God might give it to you and you might not be satisfied.
Mm.
So, with that being said, I just want somebody that's true, somebody that when we have an argument, he don't storm off and say, well, I'm going to the bar with the boys, and then I'm left there still pissed off by myself. But I want somebody that I can talk to and relate to. Then all that other stuff is going to come natural because sex and great sex is only what you make it. You know,
Well,
it
great
depends
sex is
on what
always
you
great
feel about
sex.
that person. Because some people think they can have great sex and don't have shit.
Mm. All right. Sierra, besides looks, money, and great sex, what do you want from a man?
I desire a lot of things in a partner. I like men that are community minded. I need somebody that is going to be compassionate, empathetic, somebody that's self-possessed, somebody that is family oriented, somebody that has like maybe a similar sense of humor or something like that. I mean, like there are a lot of things. I just because it really depends on compatibility because you could be funny, you could be fine, you could be paid, and like you could not be compatible with somebody. But so a lot of the things that I'm looking for are things that I like, that I have myself. Like I care about my community. I like being, understanding to people and kind and generous and giving or whatever that case may be. So just like usually those things.
Co-host Paige. I know you already in a relationship though, so you got your.
So
How do you describe your man?
he is
No. It wasn't describing them. What do you want?
everything he is.
Okay.
And so
There you
he
go.
is thoughtful, he is caring, he believes, he's old school in the sense that the man is supposed to help take care of the woman and do, he understands I'm independent, but he also is like, I'm not trying to change you. And he had to learn that. But anyway, he's not trying to change me. He accepts me for who I am. We have a lot of compatibility in the sense that we do have, we can laugh. We can end up watching that dang on Tubi that he loves to watch.
Oh Lord.
And he loves to eat. He's a foodie, so he loves going out to eat. I enjoy going out to eat because I'm just tagging along. But
No,
I,
you like to eat. Don't
do.
play.
I do. You can see, and I enjoy it. But no, so a lot of things that we like to travel. We like to do. He's about family. He's about community, and so a lot of things that he is what I needed. He's very chivalry. He's gonna open my door. He in the driveway. He gonna open my door. And so those are things that I really realized that I liked. And as you mentioned in the prior question, where you were saying we have to learn what we want and what we need, I learned that that was important to me because I was used to it. And so the more he did it, you know, you and I, we go places, we stand there seeing who's going to open the door.
I
you
know.
So
She think I'm gonna open the door for her.
but so yeah, so those are things that I like. Somebody I'm compatible with, because they can have all those other things, but if you get sick or if something happens, is that person still going to be there for you? Is he or she still going to support you? Are they going to ride with you through the ups and the downs, not just when stuff is good? And that's important to me.
For sure.
So
For sure.
I want my best friend, right?
Yeah.
I want my
There you
travel
go.
buddy.
Yeah.
You know, I want somebody, you know, how you wake up real early in the morning, you lay there and talk about stuff. You know, I need somebody who's got a business mind so we can, you know, put some plans together to make some money, because that gets me excited. You know, we can what we gonna buy and flip and renovate and all that other kind of good stuff. I need somebody that's gonna do that. You know, I need somebody that knows the meaning of loyalty, because I think that is a lost word now. I don't think a lot of people know what loyalty really is. But I'm looking for I'm not looking at all. But when he comes along, what he needs to be is my best friend overall.
No doubt.
Now, the great sex,
Facts.
that has to absolutely be there.
Okay. Question.
Uh-huh.
Sidebar.
Yep.
Everything is in place except that. Now what?
He's a friend. And I got some great friends, right? But if it's not if we not sexually matched, what I'm gonna do with you?
Everything else is in place.
Then you a
Like I-
friend. We can do business together. We can have conversations. All of that stuff.
It sounds like to me.
That's just me, though. I mean,
get
so
that. But
you
okay,
ladies.
So
what,
this is only for you then.
okay.
So it sounds like you looking for a unicorn.
Maybe I'm not looking for a damn thing though, but I'm just gonna enjoy the journey along the way.
No. Just don't take bits and pieces out of what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, based off what you were saying, I love all of that. That's beautiful, and that's right, and I get it. But if something is off track, then that throw you all the way off track.
So here's how I think about relationships and the people that you're in relationships with. All of us have been single at some point in our lives,
yeah,
or maybe we are single,
yeah, for sure.
and being single never killed us, right?
Yeah.
But being with the wrong person has made us miserable.
Absolutely.
Right. So at this point in my life, being miserable and settling, I've been in enough relationships. I've been married. I'm a widow. I've been in relationships like 30 years. I've been in relationships like 30 years of my life. So not being in a relationship I really like the freedom, actually. I don't have to worry about what nobody else is thinking. I don't have to worry about nobody else asking me. Because I've been doing events forever. Ain't nobody asking me, when you was at that event, who talked to you? Who flirted with you? What did you do? Blah, blah, blah. I ain't got to worry about nobody else asking me no questions, period. And that's kind of freeing after being in relationships for so long. I mean, there are some people who have not been in relationships that really desire to be in a relationship, and I hope you get the relationship that you really want, you know. But then there are those of us who have been in relationships forever. And so being in a relationship is not like the top thing on the list. Being happy and fulfilled is the top thing on my list.
Okay, so now what if it comes?
And I'm that if I'm single too.
So of course. So what if being in a relationship and you have all those things, what does that mean to you? I'm not speaking overall, I'm speaking of you.
If I have everything,
Yes.
then that's a great thing. Then that's a great thing. Because when I'm in a relationship, I give 100%. Because like I said, I believe that love is a verb. I believe that when you are in love with somebody or you love somebody, you want to make them happy. You want to make sure that they are happy. And so that's how I operate when I'm in love in a relationship. And when I'm not in love and not in a relationship, then I operate a little differently.
And you know what? If we have time, elaborate.
We got time. Go ahead. But make sure you get in the mic so we can hear you, sailor.
Okay, I'm gonna elaborate on something, and this is me. I'm not speaking to nobody else. I've been in that before, right? Doing
And that, what's that?
that. What you just?
Love? Can't you say the word? Love?
No. That ain't what I was. What you say? Hold on. Excuse me. Pause. Just 1 minute. Let me go over here. What's all the sighing for? What that mean?
I really just need you to get to the point. Like, that's really
Hey man, you
it.
can't make me talk no faster. But anyway. But I don't care about that. I'm gonna still be me. So.
Okay.
So I've been there before where you do you, right? But then at the same time, there's when you unsure about do. See, that's where my issue come in there. When you unsure about doing you, then it's an issue.
How are you unsure about doing you?
No, because if you have to question when you doing you, who you naturally are, there's an issue.
There is an issue. That's when you need to get to know yourself. That's when I talked about going on hiatus. Yeah, if you have to question who you are or doing you, you need to take some time to yourself. Because not everybody, a lot of people hop from relationship to relationship, and that's how you actually lose yourself, because you're so busy being what somebody else wants or needs you to be until you no longer know what you want or need. So anytime you are questioning doing you, that means you need some time to yourself to figure out who you are.
For sure. Now, but there may not be nothing wrong with you though. That's in them. If you doing you, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
if you doing you, naturally you ain't trying or nothing, right? And something still don't feel right, then it comes to a point where it's not about you. It's them. That's what I'm saying.
It's never about them. It's always about you, because you are the only person that you can control. So if you are feeling a certain way, it's always about you. And the problem is that a lot of people like to point the finger at, they want to blame other people. They did this, they did that. No. You stayed, you chose, you in that situation. You need to figure out what you want and need and who you are so that you can make a better decision. You need to love yourself more. See, I love me.
Okay,
I love
sure.
me
Yep.
more than anything. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing bad to me, because I'm gonna leave them alone before they can do something. If I even see it coming, if I even think that that's what you're gonna do, I'm
Real
gone.
That's right.
I give, well, y'all remember the other show we did. I gave the Jamaican dude a few chances. But, he gone too. You gone. That's it. I don't understand how you can love yourself and allow someone else to treat you disrespectfully.
That ain't what I'm saying, but okay, I understand.
Okay,
I'm not
so
I'm not disagreeing with you saying.
As Sierra would say, tell us what you saying. Come on, Sierra, say it in your words.
What are you trying to convey to us?
There you go.
As I was saying, because I'm done with that over here in real life. Because this is.
She's just trying to figure it out. We trying to figure it out. Come on.
Don't bring that Dr. Phil shit to me.
I like Dr. Phil. How's that working for you?
Next.
Well, you said you're the captain, so hey.
On my ship.
But right now you're the captain of the.
Of all of it. So ride with me. I don't follow your way. I don't ever do that. I'm always do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it. Point blank, period. That's just how that goes. And that does not mean that I don't compromise when you making sense.
But who's to say that you're making sense? Because right now,
Oh, my God.
it sounds like you're not making sense because you don't agree with what we say when you ask the question and we give you the answer. You just don't like what you hear.
No, that's not what.
That's what it, to me, that's what it sounds like. You're not
That's your
liking
own
what you
opinion.
hear. But that's why I'm here, to give my opinion.
Do we have any questions on the stream yet?
See,
They said, okay, they said good job, but you said they, okay. I think they were talking about you, Sierra.
Thank you kindly.
Yes, because you're doing a great job. I love it. Okay, so now what was our question again? Because I done forgot what the question was.
Y'all just talk.
You didn't.
No,
What was our question again? Let's
It was
go.
about if you had everything, if you had a partner that was good at sex, made money, and
Looks, money, and sex.
Sex,
Yeah.
So if you had a partner that was that,
what other things would that be?
what other things do you need?
Basically,
Oh, okay. So I did
Oh.
answer. I think we all answered that
Outside
question.
of that, what
I think
else
we
is-
did answer that. I think
Yeah.
we did answer that. You know, but so I want to say that I think that being sexually compatible is a very important thing in a relationship. Because I
agree.
was actually in a relationship where we were sexually not compatible, and that was miserable. I was miserable, completely miserable. You remember that, Paige? I would call her miserable. Okay.
Miserable.
I
Hold on.
was miserable.
Let's elaborate.
There
on
were
that
some
for a minute.
tears.
Well,
There was
So,
tears.
Yeah, there were
Yes.
some tears.
So let's elaborate on that for a minute. What was miserable? I mean, you don't have to give full details. I'm just saying what was.
She gonna give full details. She has a very high sex drive, and the person she was with didn't probably
Had a very low
had a
sex
very
drive.
At one point, it looked like it went away, didn't it?
It, you know.
So,
Oh,
So his ex-wife had cheated on him. So you know what, women, you know what we do. We get with a guy and he talks about, the chick cheated on him. We like, why would she ever do that? You're just the greatest ever. And we ain't talked to her, so we don't know what the heck happened, right? Man, after being with him for a while, I understood why she cheated on him. Now, she didn't have to bring the dude to the house in his bed, but that was traumatizing
Shots
too.
fired.
But still, we often overlook the fact that this dude, some chick left him for a reason. He might have left her for a reason too. But we kind of often forget the other person's side of the story. But yeah, I was in a relationship. And since Paige done spilled all my business already, I don't need to say about that part no more. But we were definitely not compatible. And so people talk about compromise all the time. And so I don't actually believe in compromise in some situations because nobody wins, right? And sex is definitely one of those that you cannot compromise in. Because how do you compromise if you're sexually incompatible? So either one person has to have sex more than they want to have sex, or the other person has to have sex less than they want to have sex. Now, if the one person is going to try and have sex more than they want to have sex, then you feel like they're doing it because it's a chore. And who wants to have sex with somebody that's having sex with them because it's a chore? Because they want you to be, like, they want you to be happy. So they're going to have sex with you? Nah. Mm-mm. At one point, he told me I should get a surrogate because he'd never be able to give me the amount of sex that I wanted. I'm not going to say how much sex I wanted because I don't want y'all to judge me. But what's the point of having a surrogate? Because for me, sex, and probably for a lot of you, part of sex is a whole mental thing. You have the conversations, you have a mental connection with somebody. And so if I have enough mental connection with you to have sex with you, what do I need this? Because all he doing is playing video games. What I need him for? Nothing. So yeah, being sexually compatible is definitely an important thing. And if that is missing, yes, especially after that experience, I'm absolutely leaving. Out. Quick. Done. It's a wrap. Thank you. You must agree. Like, I ain't sticking around either, X. No, we out of there. Right,
Okay.
right.
So I want to go a little deeper into that, just a little bit.
Paige, how we doing on time?
Okay. So
While he trying to go deeper.
yeah, just a little bit. I'm just asking a question. What is enough when it comes to that? Could it be one time, 5 times, 10 times, whatever? Like, so at the first instant, you're like, oh no, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Or is it a few times? Like,
Okay, so yeah, you really trying to get personal. So what I
I'm
think,
just saying, you
I
brought it
think,
out here.
I think
ain't asking
at
you
different stages in life, our desires are different. So at that time, I think I was in my late 30s, maybe. So I was still on the high scale. You know, I'm probably still on the high scale, but yeah, I was probably so in most of my relationships. That's been kind of the issue. Yeah, so I was on the high scale, whatever you can imagine that to be.
Fair enough. You got that. You got that.
He trying to get a number out of me. Like, how many times a day
No,
are you
not-
talking?
Not just fair enough.
Okay,
I
Will,
know you, so
you don't know me like that, though.
I ain't got to.
Yeah,
But-
you
but
don't
I
know
got
me like
access to you
that.
So I can say, hey,
I
Oh.
might not tell you all that information. I keep some stuff
you
to
right.
myself. Mm-hmm.
fair enough.
Paige, what you got going on down there? We,
Good with time.
we good on time? Okay, Sierra.
Are we supposed to be answering a question right now? There was. Okay.
Just,
okay.
just,
Okay.
just go ahead and
Oh
don't break
my
my.
God.
Go ahead. I
Oh,
ain't
we
said-
thought you was about to go
No,
ahead.
no,
The way
I
you
ain't-
ripped the
I ain't-
mic
You
off.
done took the mic off the stand. You done got in
Yeah,
position.
because every
Say
time
what
you
got
come,
to
you
say.
you got something negative to say. Let's come on with it, man.
She ain't said nothing negative
Every
yet.
how dare you? But anyway, you come on.
Ruben.
Will, what happened to your
Is there a
Man,
question
y'all
on the
just-
floor, maybe?
You're the only man. You the one brought the
Man,
questions.
Look, woosah.
Okay.
So, Girl Talk
You
Plus
think you the
One
total man?
is a
You know,
very
the
interesting
package?
show
You
because
think you
it
the package?
reveals a lot of different things.
Yeah, because
It reveals
You know
a lot
what?
of different things.
I'm speaking for all men.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
In real life.
All right, all the men in here, he's speaking for y'all. Go ahead.
Hey man, don't tuck your things right now, man. Don't you do that. But
Don't
no-
touch your things. What things are you?
th-
Lord.
these things. But anyway, listen. No man likes to be keep poked at like he a little boy or he insignificant or you want to over talk or overrule. But you know what I mean. But I'm trying to be cool. Bushwick will be in the building in a minute. You know.
Who is Bushwick?
Never mind. She know.
Okay, so I'm going to
Come on, man.
say this.
Don't do
So
that.
on
Don't do
on
that.
a talk show where we have the discussions, we can disagree.
Absolutely.
We can disagree, and
But-
nothing should be taken personal.
No. However,
So-
when you disagree, you don't disgrade, sidebar, disrespect anybody else though either.
But I don't think that has happened.
Okay, but that's you can't tell me how I feel, man.
I can't tell you how you
Oh,
feel,
okay then.
but I'm just saying, you know,
Okay.
on a show where we are debating opinions and viewpoints, your opinion and viewpoint may not be a popular one. I mean, sometimes mine is not a popular one. You don't understand how many debates and conversations I've been in over these
I'm
years
just
of doing
I'm
this
just
show.
saying.
And so
I'm not upset
you
or
you
nothing.
cannot
I'm
you
just
cannot take anything personally, because once you take it personally on Girl Talk Plus One, then you've kind of, you know. Anyway, So, Sierra, back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you put a twist on the question and just share some of your thoughts? Because I know you
Ab-
have your podcast too.
Absolutely, and I have an episode where I talk about this. So I think, especially when it comes to things that like, because I also believe that like there are some things that I cannot compromise on. Like I think that like one of the things, because like one of those things for me is that like I be outside. Like every single solitary time you see me, I'm in the streets. Like I hate home. I'm
You
not
in the
going
streets.
there. So that's not something I'm willing to compromise on. So if I meet a man and he's just like, oh well, I want to be in a relationship with somebody that sit on the couch. Well, why don't you go play Monopoly with your mama? Like, cause
Oh, damn. With
they're,
his mama?
unfortunately, I'm not going back home. So I think one of the things I completely agree with that, and I think one of the things that a lot of people like they don't fully get to the point of is that like being in disagreement and like being in the space where like you need to compromise on something doesn't necessarily mean that there's like a lack of compatibility. Like that's one of the things that I think, because like to your point, like somebody shouldn't have to like come down and somebody shouldn't have to come up just to get to like the middle in a relationship. That's not compromise. I think compromise is things like what Paige said, like if somebody in their relationship gets sick, like, and a compromise would be, okay, I'm gonna use my PTO this month to take you to your appointment, and then next month we can figure out a plan on like maybe a leave of absence for work or something. Like that's compromise, because like those are things that like both people have to participate in. But
You're in the relationship and you care for it.
absolutely. So I think that that's a piece that people miss. And I also think that like a lot of times when people hear, because a lot of people, especially in my generation, have this like I don't owe anybody anything mentality. And when you are in partnership with somebody, that could be significantly detrimental, because like, yeah, you do owe your partner something. And so I think where compromise comes into place is maybe not like the issue that you were talking about, like where the drives are a little bit unaligned, but maybe
More than a little
your
bit.
partner want to be a little bit more friggin' sneaky, and you got to figure out how to smack and flip it and rub it down like that. You got to talk about it, because that's what anybody in here seen Why Did I Get Married, the play?
Not the
Okay, well, you know, in the play, they was going through it, and she said, "You know what? I had to teach that man." And
I did see the
had
play.
to teach that
Yep.
man.
Mhm.
And she said, "Now, if he said let's go to the room, I'ma beat him there by 5 minutes." So sometimes you gotta have a conversation with somebody, and you gotta let them know, because maybe you want your partner to smack your head against the wall and break your TV. All right, maybe you ain't never did nothing like that, and maybe you just want to smack their head against the wall, and TV breaking is out of your purview. So you just got to have conversations about how to compromise, because TVs be $400, and that is a conversation about compromise. Like compromise is like to your point, nobody should have to truly come down or go up.
Right.
You should be meeting on the middle on things that are mutually important to both of you. So I think that people never get to the next step, because people are just like, well, I don't like this and you don't like this, and that's just the end of the conversation. And things go much, much deeper than that. So I think that communication really does solve most issues. And so if you find somebody that is willing to, you know, you come in the bedroom, they got a Burger King crown on and a bottle of baby oil, like if that's what you like.
So you talking about Diddy or something?
Lord,
Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh,
I'm
not
sorry.
talking about no Diddy. Oh, Lord.
She said baby oil. I can't help it.
I hate that baby oil even have to go through this. I apologize to Johnson and Johnson. I apologize. So if you come in the room, they got a Burger King crown on. You know they got one sock missing. If that's what you like, then that's what you like. Okay. So yeah, those are the conversations that you have when you want to compromise with somebody.
Vicky, what you think about compromise? Because I don't believe in it, but what you think about compromise?
Well, like I said before, relationships are not 50-50, not 60-40. It's what you make out of your relationship. It's the understanding of the two people. You have to be able to communicate. If you can't communicate with each other, then you can't have a relationship. It's always going to be one-sided. It's either going to be his way or your way.
Talk to me.
And the relationship is not that. It's sometimes the man has to sacrifice to make the woman feel like she's important
That's
enough to do the things he wants her to do.
That's right.
And then sometimes
That's
the
right.
woman has to do things to make the man feel like he's the man of the house and he runs everything, but she gave him that authority as far as that's what she wanted to do. But it's not a demand. And when you go in a relationship demanding people do this and that, it's not going to work. I'm only going on what I saw with my mom and dad. And when you talked about helping the spouse, my mother had 13 sisters and brothers.
Oh, I thought
My
you was gonna
dad
say
took
kids.
care of every one of my mom's sisters and brothers as far as strokes run in my family. My father took care of every last one of my mother's sisters and brothers until they passed away.
Wow.
And my father, that's the kind of man he was. He was a loving man. I got terminally ill in 2015. My father came to that nursing home morning, noon, and night. But my mother didn't come, but my dad came. Because that's the way he brought us up. He said to me, I can do anything your boyfriend can do, but I can't have sex. But I can take care of you. I can teach you how a man should love you. And that's what he taught me, how a man should love me, the way he loved my mother and the way he loved my daughters. And he's missed truly because he was a true man.
Question. See, question and statement. See, that right there, I feel that and I totally respect that. But those days, overall, like, those are so far in between.
Right,
You
yes.
know what I mean?
I understand that too, because
Well-
at first I wanted a man just like my dad. Then I was like, oh no, I don't want to date my damn daddy. I better get something else. But I had to figure it out for me.
But-
What works for me.
Okay. But,
And compromise works for me. Compromise meaning we're going to do this time, but maybe next time we're going to try something else. And that's like sex.
oh,
If he not giving it to me right, baby, I got to come up with a reason for him to give it to me like I like it. Or he gonna go
You
to
have
the
those
next girl.
You have to have those conversations. And one of the things you did say that I am in agreement is that relationships aren't 50-50 because at any given time, somebody in that relationship may need more than the other person needs.
Yes.
So when you got sick, if you were in a relationship,
talk to me.
you may have needed 75%. And if
Yeah,
that
I
person,
needed
if that
100% because I wasn't able.
Right. So people don't understand that there are certain things that come and go, but if you got somebody that's in your corner, that's
Right.
riding with you, that if you do get sick, if they get sick, how do you show up? And everybody don't show up the same.
Right, I need a
because-
ride or die. That's
Yeah.
what I need.
Yeah.
Ride or die with me to the end. Not because I'm always right, because you feel that I'm right. That's what I need.
We got any audience questions, comments? Come on up here. No, you can't be heard on the stream. You got to come up here. We got to get you on the stream. They want to hear you too.
Yeah, come on.
Give him your mic. You got a question for
Yeah.
me.
Come on. with it.
Lord have mercy.
You made a statement and you was like, you don't believe in 50-50. Can you tell
I didn't
us
say
why?
that. I didn't
You
say
didn't
that. No, I didn't say anything about 50-50.
What you say?
I said I don't believe in compromise.
Okay, compromise.
hmm
Why?
Because I feel that nobody wins in compromise. And so my compromise is strictly based on what I was lacking in a specific relationship. And specifically, I don't believe that when it comes to sexual compatibility in relationships, you can compromise. Because either you guys want it the same way or you don't. If your sex drive dictates that you want it once every 2 weeks and mine dictates that I want it 3 times a day, hey, there's no middle for us. There's no compromise there, because if you try and do it 3 times a day, it's going to feel like a chore for you. It's not something you're going to enjoy. And if I try and do it once every week, I'm going to be miserable. Right? So that's what I meant in context.
Okay, all right.
I know you just walked in, so you probably missed what context I had that in. But yeah, I think sexually there's not really a compromise.
Are you ready? It's that